Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. This is Jacqueline Kinoti, your transformational life coach. So I appreciate you watching this video. So if you're a returning subscriber, you're a returning viewer, I greatly appreciate. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Like, share, and also click on that notification bell so that you can be notified when the new video comes. So today I'll be talking about types of dysfunctional families. I've already talked about what is dysfunctional families, and so let us see today what are the types that involves dysfunctionality. And so one of the type of the dysfunctional families is the substance abuse family. This is the family where maybe the parent or the caregiver and are in the influence of alcohol or drug abuse. And so when the parent or caregiver is abusing these drugs is and use of alcohol, then meeting the needs of the child can be difficult because sometimes maybe they are not sober, they are not stable enough mentally or emotionally to attend to the needs of the children, and therefore the children in this family, most of them become parentified children where they are taking on the roles of the caregiver at earlier age, and therefore that denies them a chance to become a child, to experience what childhood is, and therefore this also can impact them later in life where maybe they become people pleasers or they meet the needs of other people, forgetting that they need to make to meet their needs first, or to make themselves a priority, because you cannot give from an empty cup. Another type of family is the conflict driven family. Conflict driven family can arise as a result, maybe with the issues with the in-laws, maybe the issues with the inheritance. For example, maybe where the mother-in-law doesn't want to see the daughter-in-law, or maybe where the parent doesn't want their son to get married to another to the kind of man he is married to. All those kind of conflicts have so much impact on the children that grow in that family, because there are so many issues going on. There is a lot of pain. There is a lot of resentment going on in that family, and so that brings about the functionality or the effect that can have on these children is so much. Another one is the violent family. When you talk about violent families, where there is domestic violence, where the caregivers or parents are always fighting, they are not able to come up with a healthy way of resolving their conflict. And so most of the time the children are involved. Maybe the father will chase the mother with the children, or they will start beating the children, and so the children are living in fear, or they are anxious because they don't know, they are living in an unpredictable environment because they don't know what this violent person will do to them next. So this being growing up in a violent family is one of the ways that the functionality comes in about. Then another one is the authoritarian family. Authoritarian family is where there is a lot of control, a lot of manipulation, where the parents want what they want of them. They don't put the feeding of the children into consideration. It's them that says that the child is to be seen and not to be heard. But one thing that you need to understand is that the children are not mechanical people. They're emotional people. They're emotional beings, and they need the emotions or their feelings need to put into consideration. So when there is so much control, then that child or that person growing that family, they have no voice, and they are going to act in silence, because this person that is controlling them is the one that is meeting their needs. And so because their needs has to be met, then they can't go against this caregiver or the parent, because they are afraid the support or safety will be withdrawn, and this might cause trauma bonding between the parent or the child, because the same person that is abusing the same person that is disregarding the emotion is the same person that is still meeting their nina, so it becomes a confusion. Another and the last part is the emotionally detached family. Emotionally detached family is where the parent or the caregiver are emotionally unavailable to the needs of the children. Maybe they have their own issues that they are dealing with, they have the pain that they are dealing with, and so it becomes difficult to provide or being there emotionally for the child, having a safe place. They are not able to provide that a safe environment for the children to share what they are going through, and so these children hurt in silence because they are not able to express, or there is no one is there to that they can talk to, so that they can able to be helped in order how to maneuver or how to navigate the stressful situation. So the trauma, what traumatizes a child is not what happens, but it is because they're navigating through this trauma alone. There is no one who is supporting them, and that would at their core experience, their emotional experience that can have impact even later in childhood. I've always said that our experiences are very vital. How you treat your child when they are born is what makes the difference if they are going to succeed or if they are going to struggle later in adulthood. So it's very important, if you've grown in this kind of families, then you need to do the work of healing. I usually say that many people might be, you might have been exposed to trauma, but that wasn't your fault. But now healing that effect of trauma is your responsibility. And no one can do that job for you. You have to be intentional, you have to be committed, so that you can able to heal, so that you can break these unhealthy generation patterns, so that you cannot able, so that you don't pass them to another generation. So you have the responsibility to heal. You have the responsibility to turn around, to relate your story. I usually say that it's no situation that is hopeless, unless the person who is watching this video says that their faith is fixed and it cannot be redeemed. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.